All right, folks. Amy had her front hooves worked on again. Well, actually had a trim on all four hooves, but that white line fungus had really got pretty bad. And when he come last time, he cleaned it all out and repacked it and all that stuff so it would kill that stuff out. And but she's had a hard time getting back going good on her walking. So I called him and he come back over and he put shoes on her front, re-cleaned it all up and everything, and put shoes on her front hooves. It'll be a temporary thing. They won't stay on her forever. We may have to keep them on her for a couple of cycles until her hooves get well. But I'm keeping her up here in Ivan's little house. Ivan's with the goats because he get in trouble out there with Miracle and them and get beat up, bunged up. And he's doing great with the goats. He picks on them, but they love him. Anyway, I went to Tractor Supply, got some square hay and for Amy, and so we're gonna go over and feed her and some feed and some grain and some hay, and I'm gonna brush her and chat with her for a few minutes and run her water. So hang on. Oh, my baby girl. Yeah, I feed her grain and hay in the mornings, and then I give her hay again at night. Got fresh water in here, and such a sweet horse. She does not like, Frank agreed, anybody messing with her feet. But slick and pretty. That's your baby. Yes, you are. Slick and pretty. Okay. Papa loves you. Anyway, you'll notice how I had to trim her feet back right here on the edges and then put the shoes on there. You see the shoe. And because you had to trim her foot to get to that fungus on both sides, kind of made this hoof kind of pointed. In the process, she ended up walking like kind of on her toe on the point, and that caused her hoof to keep hurting. The fungus is pretty well taken care of. It's just having to put the shoes on there to, and he repacked it too. Put the shoes on there to take that pressure off the toe. And put one on both sides so she don't walk crooked. Then you went in and just trimmed the backs. The backs are fine. But she'll be fine. She's a good horse. Never been rode. Have you, baby girl? So Papa promised never to ride you, didn't he? I told your mama that. I said, I'll never ride her. Don't worry about it. Never ride her. She looked just like her mom. Her mom's name was Chancy. We used to make a joke about her name being Chancy. So, well, it was a chance when you got on her. You're taking a chance. But it wasn't that way. She was a sweet horse. Now, I used to ride her all the time till my knees finally kind of got to where it was hard to, get up and down and then ride very long and get off. Man, worse than driving a car and getting off. But she looks just like her mom. Almost twins. And her mom got cancer and we had to have her put down. But they both went through Harvey. Water got up way up on their shoulders, and they just stood out there in that water. We couldn't get them out without going through deeper water. The water got up about this deep, and they just stood there in it until it went down. But the mom did develop cancer, and there was nothing they could do for her. So, all right, I'm gonna finish running her water. And I got some of that spray, that Bronco. She don't like a spray. She like Ivy. She hates that spray. But I'll put some on a rag and just kind of wipe it all up and down her legs and around her head. That'll keep the flies off. She don't mind the rag wiping on her. She don't like that spray, or at least maybe the sound of a spray. I sometimes just come out since she's been up here. Sometimes down in the back, I just pull up beside her and give her a few treats and sit and just talk to her. Out here, I just come out here and sit in my chair and visit with her. You know, you could, besides just trying to work her feet over, but she doesn't get crazy. She just don't like you messing with her feet. You could go underneath her. You could go between her legs. You could go back there and pull her tail. Never offer to kick or bite or anything. She's such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. As soon as her water gets run, I'll go and get that spray and wipe her down. This little old pen here is real shady. It's cool. And even though she's confined, she can't go all back out in the pastures for a few days. We didn't really want her walking a lot on her feet until she kind of got used to those shoes and stuff, and let the soreness work itself out of that foot. Then we could turn her back out in the pasture where she'd like to be. But for the next few days, we're gonna keep her right here. It's real shady. And Ivan don't mind sharing with her, because Ivan don't want to stay in here all day long anyway. He's got too much business to take care of. You know, either Miracle needs corralling, or Moses, somebody needs kind of straightening out, or he's got to straighten them goats out. Ivan has a big job to do here. And Ivan takes his job serious. Don't ever think Ivan don't take his job serious. I love you guys. I'm gonna run my water and get out of here, get over and take care of Ivan and that group. Well guys, as you can see, I just got through feeding up out here. And Ivan's over there in the stall eating his. He don't like to have to share with goats. The cucumbers are about burned up. We're not getting no rain. I've watered them a couple evenings. You can't water enough out of a water hose, I don't think, in this kind of weather. The tomatoes are still doing, but the tomatoes are not developing the size that they should, and I've watered them a couple of evenings too. But we'll keep working on them. I think the cucumbers have run their course. I was able to put up 10 pints of pickles. Steph has put up a bunch of pickles. So they've supplied a lot of, and then we have cucumbers almost every meal. Still got a bunch of the ice in the refrigerator. We're able to peel at night along with our meals. And again, it's keeping the bugs out. I've had no bugs, no tomatoes, nothing been picked on, no cucumbers have been picked on, and I don't have no bugs in there causing havoc. So they're out there now doing their job. I'm going to transplant some of my pepper plants. I'm going to get some big pots when I go to Cleveland, Walmart, and transplant my peppers into pots, I think, so I can keep them here by the back patio and water them. Because when this stuff stops producing out there, I'm going to let the goats in. And pepper plants will produce all summer, even in the fall, if you take care of them. So, and that's my plan. I'm not in no big hurry because I'm going to leave the tomatoes as long as they're producing. All right, I'm going to go and brush Ivan, and make him happy. Johnny gets to come out and eat by himself. And what he don't eat, I'll let, where is he? Oh, there he is over there. I'll let Prince out to finish it off. There's plenty for 2 goats. And Prince is eating with his mom right now, but he'll come out and finish this off. Look, y'all look at little Prince down his back. He gets some little curls down his back. Just on his back. Not like Johnny. No, hey. Come on, son. Why y'all treat Papa like this? Why does everybody want to treat Papa bad? See Prince over at the gate. He's waiting to go out with Johnny. Come, son. Papa's coming. Papa's coming. Come on, Prince. Come on. You gotta move, so. Come on, Prince. Come on, Prince. Come on. Come on, Prince. Come on. Come on, sonny boy. Come on. Come on. Come on, Prince. Come on. Come on, Prince. Come on. Hurry up. Come on, Prince. Come on, Prince. Come on. He had to pick his way through the big goats. All right, Johnny, it's time to share. Time to share, Johnny. The little curls down his back. Not like Johnny's. Johnny's all the way down and his tail. Prince is getting some little curls down his back. Pretty neat. Most of them are all just slick, you know? Most of these goats are all just slick. You know, you don't see any curls on any of them, except these 2 boys right here. And he's a boy, he don't have curls on him. Same daddy. Different mamas. All right, I've brushed Ivan. He's a pain in the butt. Look how he's slicking off. Slicking off good. Little scrape is almost completely gone away. What do you think, Ivan? Yeah, just about gone. Mainly just in the hair. Just kind of scraped the hair off. All right, as you can see, the cucumbers are pretty well done. I went through and picked out all the old yellow ones and throw them all over here. The chickens have been eating them. So, jungle fighters. Jungle fighters, yeah. Papa knows. Yeah, we know about it. Okay. Ivan, I know you get upset, son, having to hang out with these goats. There's the pawpaw. You just don't know. You just don't know. Look at that little mohawk. I love this little mohawk he has. I love it. But how he's slicking off. He's getting pretty. Well, he's always been pretty. Always been pretty. Look at that one. That's how you rest the front end. Just rest one side at a time. We're just gonna rest one end. All right, we'll get this thing cut off and finish my chores. I gotta run some water. All right, Heidi and I have come back to check on everything. Everything looks pretty good. We're check on the cows. What you thinking, Heidi? They all laid up around the shade. As the shade moves away, they'll move to another tree or they'll keep moving with the shade. Hey, young man. How y'all doing? You okay? Okay? How you big girl? That's my girl. That's my boy. That's my old boy right here. Old boy. Yes, he is, Bobo. He is your boy. There's old Zippy. Oh, Zippy. Hey, Zip. Hey, old Zip. I love you guys. I love her too. Let's get back, check on Ivan and them, see if they're ready to come out. Open the gate for them. They should be. Yeah, these guys will move with the shade. And there's the baby. Got several good names. I'm gonna make a list of them. Let Lex look at them. There's names like Duchess and Peaches and Kayla and just a bunch of different names. All of them are good. All of them are cute. One of them I guarantee you will stand out to Lex. It'll stand out to him and he'll pick one like he did Prince. There was so many names for him. All of them are good. And Lex come along with that name Prince. He says, I think Prince, because he stands out there like royalty. I says, okay, I'll leave that your choice. That way I don't have to be biased. I'm being a coward. I let Lex pick out the name. He picks good names. Don't you, Heidi? Well, I picked Gigi. I think he picked Heidi for me. Funny story about Heidi. We went to get her. And Gigi wanted to get her for me. She wanted me to have a big dog, a big dog. And we researched dogs. Hey, I love you, dude. I love you. She wanted me to have a big dog. My old dog, his name was Vider. Vider was a refugee from Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. He showed up on a construction job over there where Daniel never had a big job going right after Katrina. And good old dog. It's smart dog. But you can tell he'd been trained well. I mean, he'd been taken very good care of. And he hung around that construction job at the offices there, and those guys come in every day and eat their lunches, they'd give him scraps. And Daniel said, Dad, there's this dog over here. I feel sorry for him. I'd like to bring him home to you. I think you'd like him. And I said, okay. So he was working over close to a little town called Vida. And he brought him home. He jumped out of the truck. Nice dog. He's kind of like a bird dog looking dog. Black with some white on him, on his neck. First thing, he took off after he get him. But Daniel stopped him. Give him a little swat or two. He says, you cannot chase Papa's guineas. He never chased another guinea. And he wasn't, just swatted him and talked to him. So he brought him over to my porch, introduced me to him. And we become best of friends. And he wasn't a house dog. He didn't stay in at night like Heidi, but he was almost. He's the same kind of dog like Heidi, is faithful. Just faithful. Wherever I went, he went. And But he was an old dog, and most of his old teeth were gone. But we give him a home here until he finally passed away. A good home. So look at my pink flowers and my purple flowers. I've told y'all about that before. I've told you about them. All of these come off the same root. Look at this one. It's a different color. It amazes me. Oh, Kim comes along and says, well, Dad, it's because of this and this and this, the soil difference. Kim, it's about 10 or 12 foot difference there in the soil. But they all come off the same root. But this one is purple. This one is pink. All of them are pink. I think I was able to, this bigger root I dug up to keep them from mowing it down again and killing it in the road ditch, I was able to split like a 5 or 6 splits out of it. And all of them are pink except for this one split right here. Now, when I split them, they didn't have no flowers on them because they had mowed them down. I hear you, Johnny. I hear you. They had mowed them down with a brush hog and cut them down. They wasn't, but I'd seen them flower before. And I knew they were there. And mowed them like that with them brush hogs would have been long, that'd have killed them completely out. So I went up there and dug up the roots before they mowed them again. I love them. I need to trim them back some. She said, you need to keep them trimmed back a little bit because down low you can't mow underneath them hardly. They bush out too much. All right, I'm gonna cut this thing off, guys, get inside, check on my boys. They're probably waiting for breakfast. They've got it cooked. I'll just heat it up for them, they'll be ready. I love you guys. I love you too, son. I love you, but you're not coming out here in the front yard. Anyway, I want to finish that story. I get kind of sidetracked. You ever get sidetracked? I was talking about Heidi, you know, us getting Heidi as a puppy. Gigi had researched what kind of dog, you know, like a big dog, but slick haired, you know, because we want it to be a house dog. Smart dogs. Well, I guess maybe all dogs are pretty smart. Read a bunch about different dogs, and we decided on a Doberman. And so we started looking for Dobermans. And we located this place in Houston. A guy had Dobermans, he raised them. So we called and made an appointment to go see them, and they were 12 weeks old. The puppies were 12 weeks old. The mother was a beautiful dog. The daddy was humongous. In a minute, Johnny. I mean, in a minute, buddy. Johnny, I just now put Johnny up and he's on my mind, I guess. And he had one dog there that they had been sent off to be trained as a police dog. And he showed us him too. And boy, he was pretty scary, scary. Anyway, they brought the puppies in. It was in the living room. They brought all these puppies in. Like 5 or 6 puppies left. All of them the same size. They all look just alike to me. And we're trying to select which one we want. And they're all up around my feet, and I'm petting them, you know, and rubbing them. One went under the coffee table and was looking up at Gigi sitting across from me on the other chair. Eyeball to eyeball with Gigi. So I'm guessing, and it was Heidi. So I'm guessing she knew Gigi was the boss. Yeah, she's really the boss, not that guy. And Gigi said, I think we need this one. And I said, which one? She said, this one underneath this table looking at me. Yeah. Okay. So I was about to pick another one. So anyway, we got her and we come home. And she was going to be the family dog. And she is a family dog. She loves everybody. Loves everybody. The kids crawl up on her and lay on her. Carly and all of them just lay up on top of her. Lex will get on the couch and lay on top of her. Doesn't bother her a bit. She's sweet. But she's been my loyal companion A lot of that, I think, come from her getting parvo. We had been home just 2 or 3 days and she got sick. It was something that was already brewing inside of her. Supposedly she'd had her shots, but according to the vet, if she had shots, the shots were no good. A lot of times people selling dogs say, oh yeah, they've had their shots and they haven't had their shots. Who knows? They didn't give her much chance. You know, parvo usually wipes them out. They said the only chance is to give her IVs every 4 hours for, you know, a week, maybe a week. And they would do it for $100 a day. I said, I can't afford $100 a day. I said, can you show me how to do it? And they said, yeah, we can show you. So they did. I got all the IV stuff, the bags of the liquid, whatever it is in it. Brought her home, put her in the bathroom, newspaper down, and hung the IV bag beside my chair on the wall. And every 4 hours, I would go get her from the bathroom, bring her in, lay her in my lap, put the IV in her back, just under the skin, and let a certain amount of fluid go into her. And once it had come down that amount, I would cut it off, take the needle out, but that stuff would make her shiver. She'd be cold. And then I would wrap her up and hold her in my lap until she warmed up. Then I would put her back in the bathroom. Kept water and canned dog food in front of her just in case. On the 5th day, I wasn't in to get her and she was drinking water. First water she had drank. Because that's what parvo does. They can't keep nothing down. They're sick in the stomach and diarrhea. They dehydrate and then the organs all shut down. And that's how it kills them. Keep the organs lubricated with water or this fluid. You got a chance of saving them. And that's exactly what happened. And I was praying that she would live, and I loved her already. And just only had her a few days. And she would look at me when I would give her the shots, and I knew she knew I was trying to help her. I know she did. Kind of like Ivan when he was sick. It touches you. Anyway, she become my baby. Sleeps with me every night. Always has. Easiest house rope dog we ever had. She goes out. She wants to go out in the middle of the night. She'll get up and she'll stand beside the bed and go, ruh, 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 until you get up and go let her out. She's awesome. Awesome dog. All right, I'm gonna cut this off. I don't edit, so I'm just gonna cut it off here and hit the create movie button. And that's it. That's what you're gonna get. I love you guys. Y'all take care.